Like what we did with the frills. Okay.
So, frills you'll put like on petticoats and bottoms of skirts and stuff, and when you attach it, say this is the bottom of my skirt. Actually, let me make a frill first. Might help. Biggest stitch. Give yourself a decent length of tail. That didn't sound very good. Just go in, I just go the top one along the edge. Keep this roughly the same. Big stitch, don't back stitch. Stop, don't lock. Leave yourself a tail again. And then do it again. Beside. And I just use the width of the foot. Make sure your lines are at the same level, not one here and one like that, because it'll kind of make it awkward to gather them up. So I'm just got my foot against the stitch line here. And cut again. So I've stitched from the top. And I'm going to get my bottom threads. Move my top ones out the way and very gently gather up. Yeah. Don't keep out here like this. Keep close to the edge. And just gently gather it up till you got however much. The little I don't think it's on there. I'll dig it. It's on Moodle saying how much to gather. So if you want a good gather, it's usually, you'll go from like 2.5 to 3. If you want a decent gather. So if you want a foot of gathering, you do 3 feet of fabric or 2.5 feet. So like curtains, when you're doing nets, usually at least 2.5 width of what you want. 3 looks nice. 2.5 is good. 2 looks too, you being mean, and there's not quite enough. Yeah? Yeah, being stingy.
That's me and my hat, stingy.
So then you just decide, so can you see that was the length of it? And just distribute it evenly. So that was the length of it, and it's come down to about 1/3.
Okay.
Yeah? So don't start off with little pieces like this. You'll end up with like, yeah? So that's your basic one. And then I would come and put it on the bottom of my skirt. And I don't, sorry, and I don't just want to put it there. I don't want to slap it on the end of my skirt here. Where's my pin thing on? I don't want to. So why do you think I don't just want to do that?
Because then you
changes the weight of the
raw
skirt.
hem each side as well.
Sorry?
You have a raw hem each side. Is that
No,
what you're
just
saying?
pretending that was.
Oh, I see.
I'm just looking at basically the hem.
Okay.
It needs support. So on your petticoats and stuff, if I put this right on the bottom of my petticoat, it's just going to suck under and it's not doing. Its job is to kind of kick out
Yeah.
whatever, like your skirt to kick out a little bit. So if I put it there, it's just, you can see it, it's just falling down. When you attach a frill to anything, probably about 2/3 of the frill up and 1/3 peeping down the bottom. On these period things, you see modern blouses with it right on the edge, but that's because they're just like floating.
Do you want us to like mount it onto something for the?
You could do. So like that. Now can you see the support it's got?
Yeah.
Yeah? Because otherwise it just gets sucked under.
What do you then do with that bit? Do you hem?
I would
it?
hem
Like
that bit,
and it would be like an extra.
and then I decide if I want this like this. If I was doing it like this, then I would hem this edge as well. If I want it go this way with the maximum kick
And then press it back.
and then press it back. I would just have an overlocked edge here. I should have overlocked that first, sorry.
So overlock before you gather.
Yeah. Or finish it off if you
Yeah,
want
like
it.
a
If you
zigzag.
want to make a feature of it,
Oh, okay.
finish off the edge like that or something, and then that can, you stitch it down,
And press it.
yeah? And that will give you more of a kick. Yeah? So, I can, let me just finish this one off.
But he was in there for literally like an hour.
So I'd finish both edges off. So you can finish it off however you want. I've just overlocked and turned. You could, the lovely rolled hem foot if you like. Or your little trick with the paper. Give you a nice edge. And then say I wanted this on the bottom of a petticoat, I could make a feature of it and gather it here.
Ooh.
And have a nice shorter frill there and longer.
Yeah.
So I'll do that. I'm going to go about a third of the way down. Big stitch again. Don't push your fabric on the machine, let the machine feed. And it should be straightly lined. And then again bump beside it. And just follow my other line. And then again pick up my under threads. And gently gather it. I think the thing about the depth, you know what I was saying about triple or 2.5? I think that might be on the, I'll have a look, I'll dig it out. I think it's on the trade secret page that I wrote on there. Yeah, so you can decide how hard you want it. And then I'd come and again about 2/3 down, and I would stitch between these two, so they're holding it like that, because if you just do one it kind of escapes and you haven't got control. Having 2 stitches gives you control.
So once you gather it, would you pull through the thread and knot it neatly on the wrong side?
No, I'd sew it on and then I'd pull these threads out.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I'd machine between the two
And then just pull them out.
and then
'Cause
pull
it
them
will
out.
Keep them.
Yeah,
Should we
so
leave them in for the samples though?
yeah, you could do, or pull part of it out so you know, or write a note on it. So something like that. As well, you could box pleat your pleats onto, your frill. The way you did box pleating, you can make a section like this, box pleat it all and put it along the bottom of your petticoat or skirt or whatever. So you can play with it. This can be however long you want it. You could do it in the middle. You'll get sometimes on blouses, so you would do it in the middle and do a little pattern. If you've got loads and loads to do, again, let's overlap. I just want to stitch this first. Sometimes when you've got loads and loads to do, and plus it's heavy fabric, a little stretch is your student's been
Do it.
on? She's ragged my machine.
Because it's the cheapest ticket I'll ever get.
Amateurs.
Go to studio tour.
Right. So
Calm down.
It's range over our students.
cut this in half.
I just don't know.
They
I
don't
just don't know,
understand.
man.
Fine art.
No, I do want to come. She's boring. She's not as cool as Emma.
So if you got loads of fabric or heavy fabric, cord,
I'm elated now. Yes, birthday money. I'm going to have to edit that out.
Can you pay my shirt? What's on this cord?
I've got birthday
Where can I
money,
buy it?
but I'm not spending
That
it.
stuff.
Like a
Eileen?
because I have no money.
it's like sort of like a silky. It's
God.
crocheting,
Do
isn't
you know what?
it?
I'm going to get a picture. I'm going to look for it today.
Birthday money.
So biggest
Okay, I'll be so happy.
biggest zigzag, bumped up a little bit, maybe a 2, and zigzag over the cord. Don't hit the cord.
That's really stressful now. Do not do it.
So if you keep your cord, your little ditch, your little line in the middle, keep your eye on the cord and that.
Keep your eye on
Cord
the
straight, and you won't hit the cord.
Heavy or lots to do?
The
Oh, I see where this is. So do you finish it? You don't finish out the ends.
Come out, yeah.
My machine breaks halfway through the stitch. Yeah, literally. Whenever I'm going through a thing. Huh?
so I've zigzagged over, and then
looks
I
so
can pull.
I know.
Honestly, it does work.
This cord's actually a bit slippy. Somebody hold that end. The cotton cord's better for this. This one's a little bit slippy.
Wow.
That's good.
Magic.
Yeah, but
It's not as
can you see
consistent,
the
is it?
problem? Because
It's
there's
a
only
bit-
one line.
Yeah, it's a bit less.
You've got haven't got as much control.
Could you
So-
do it with 2, or would that not make a difference?
No, I'd just come stitch here. I'd make sure they were right. Pull it all like this, and then I would stitch just the side of it, and then pull all my threads out. Yeah, so don't lock because you want to pull them out.
Could
If
we
you
take
need
some
to,
of
we can
this
see
thread?
them.
Eileen?
Yeah.
With this, thank you.
Right. What else is on that list? Let me see the